Hello. Let's see. I might have to do this from my phone. Boom, 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 boom. If you're watching, you have to say hello, because if I'm on my computer, I can't see you. For some reason, it won't tell me if you're here. And I like knowing that if I'm talking to myself or if somebody's actually watching. Ooh, I can see. Hey! So, I am just going to do my face. I have had one of those days at work where we started state testing today, and any of y'all that know, it's just crazy. Hey, Samantha, she knows my pain. It was one of those days, and I just need to chill. So one thing about my house is there is nowhere for me to film that is good. So I'm like posted up in my dining room, so you can see like pictures and my pantry. Just ignore it. So what I always start with, I washed my face with not one of our makeup wipes, sadly. I don't have those yet. They should be here tomorrow, I think. Maybe tomorrow. But I did it with one of the ones from Walmart, and it irritates my face really bad. So I'm starting off with one pump. As one pump of Skin Therapist. That is one of our moisturizers. And I just put it on, and it refreshes my face so much. I have combination skin. I have really weird skin. I get really dry on my cheeks and sometimes around my eyes and on my eyelids, but my chin and my nose get super, super oily. So I put that on. I let it dry. Hey, Gator. Gator's hopping on to watch me do some makeup. Gator, you need to buy Betsy some. It's good makeup. Okay? After I let that set, I go in with our first base makeup primer spray. And I've had somebody ask me the other week, did you really need to use primer spray? Guys, if I don't use this, number one, my makeup doesn't last, and number two, it is definitely not as smooth. So this is my favorite because I'm one of those people that likes to get ready super fast in the morning, and it's a spray. So all I have to do, I only do 2 sprays because, again, your girl's got twins. She doesn't sleep very much. I like quick and easy. And I rub it in, and that is that. Hey, Kelsey. And then I go in with our foundation and our concealer. I have the foundation and the concealer palette. I feel like this is the most bang for your buck. If you buy all 3 of these together, hey, Ruthie, you save, I think it's $8. I don't have my sheet right in front of me, but $8. I think that is awesome. And I have been using this for probably over a month and a half, and you can see there's a big chunk right here. That's where I let somebody try it. But other than that, there's still a vast majority of it left. So it lasts super long. I take our buffer brush. It is brush number 5, and I go in with concealer 3, which is the one that matches my skin tone. And again, like I said, my house is super weird, y'all. So I am using my computer and this itty bitty mirror right here because I don't have a vanity. In my bathroom, the lighting stinks and it's hot in there. And your girl just can't put on makeup when she's hot. So I just put that on my eye. Go back in, number 3. This is because I have super dark circles. I've always had dark circles, but then I had children and they got a lot worse. And they're both sick, and Tyler's sick. And there's 4 of us, and we have a king-size bed, y'all. And with the dog, I was hanging off the bed last night. It was rough. And we had state testing, which, of course, made me not sleep at all because you have night terrors of everything happening. So I just go over my eyes just a little bit just to kind of make them semi the same color as my face. And then I also take it, I have really rosy cheeks. You can't tell it as well right now because, like I said, my lighting stinks. But you can kind of tell right here, they're really rosy. I've never been officially diagnosed with rosacea, but I'm pretty sure that's what I have. So I just kind of go in and just kind of tap it again, trying to make everybody the same color, the same even skin tone. I love all these guys hopping on watching me do makeup, y'all. Now you can see what we go through every morning. it's rough looking this good. And I don't even look good yet. So after I've done that, I use a blender full. I've used a beauty blender for years. Probably like, oh, I've watched people do the makeup on YouTube since I was probably like 16, 17. Like, I've been obsessed with makeup. And when blenderfuls or beauty blenders first came out, I went and bought them, and I love the way it put on my makeup. But this, what gets me here, this flat side, I can easily go in and pat my foundation on and then go back out and smooth it out. So I love it. It's latex free for all my people with latex, and I just take it, twist it, and I start patting it. I'm going to start just on one side of my face, just so y'all can see the coverage, because I think sometimes it matches your skin tone so well that it's really hard for people to actually see how much is covered. Hey, Ashley. Hey, Sarah Beth. Hey, Aunt Donna. See, I can get up in front of 6th graders all day and teach and not bat an eye. And I was texting my lifesavers, Brooke and Jennifer, up for this, and I was like, y'all, I need to go live. Like, I need to show people this, but I'm scared to death to do this in front of people. And of course, they told me I had to, because you need to see it. I have both of them addicted to Limelight. You should be too. So this side of my face has just one tap of our botanical foundation. I wear Shinto 1 because I have yellow undertones in my skin. And then this side has nothing. If you look really close, look at my forehead. You can really see the difference in the color. So I'm going to go in, I'm going to do the other side and kind of make it all match. Hey, Miss McGee. She can tell you about state testing too. Today is just one of those days where I just had to come home and just take a moment and just, oh, actually, no. Which Eva and Ellie now grab my old brushes and put on their makeup all the time. It's so funny. I guess you don't really realize what all they pick up and what all they're watching until they do something like that, because before I had Limelight, I didn't wear makeup a lot because I felt like I did a lot of work for not a lot of payoffs, honestly. And then I started doing it, and now they pick up my old sponges and they pick up my old brushes, and they act like they're putting it on all the time. Next, I'm going in with a lighter concealer. I have two. I've used Mama's Concealer Zero, and I love it. And it's been out of stock, and it's finally coming back in stock tomorrow. So I cannot wait to get that because it covers my under eye circles like nobody's business. Like, they are gone. It just brightens it all up. I'm going in just with a little bit of that, and I'm going to go back in with my blender full and kind of pat it all out. Telling you, doing this without a mirror straight in front of you and using this camera on the computer, it's rough, y'all. Maybe I can convince Tyler about me a new vanity mirror. Probably not, but it's worth a try. So that is where my foundation and my concealer stops. Hey, Eva. Hey, Ellie. They're going to be coming home patting even more now. This next thing is my new holy grail. It is a 3-well blush palette, but I don't have 3 blushes in it. I have one blush. This is Keen. It is a very pinky pink with some, I don't know if you can see it. It's got some gold shimmers in it. I love it. Our perfect bronzer and our perfect pressed powder. So our pressed powder, I go in with my blender full, because it is what you can get the most, and I pat that underneath, which I now know, and some of y'all may know, this is called baking. And the reason it is called baking is because you put the pressed powder on top of, and look, you can even see the difference right there of how it goes from shiny to kind of matte. Baking is because it kind of sets your concealer in. Because I do have really dry eyes and I put a good bit of concealer under my eyes trying to hide my dark circles, this helps to kind of bake it into my skin. The heat from your skin versus the pressed powder kind of locks it all into place where it won't move. So I take a good amount of that and just kind of cake it under my eyes, and then I'll leave it there. I go in with our big fat brush. It is a 2, and I love this thing. It is so soft. Like, if you know brushes, you know that a lot of times they look real pretty, but they're not. This thing is super soft. So I go in with it to our press powder, and then I just kind of tap it onto my face, just kind of to make it last, to get it to stay on there. And then I'll go back in and kind of buff out the powder under my eyes. Next, what I go in is my perfect bronzer. I use our angled blush brush. It's 5. And one thing about our blushes and our bronzers is you have to realize it takes very little. Normally, you're used to taking your brush and just digging it in. 1 tap. That was 1 tap. If you do too much, it will look awful. Like, it'll just be too much. So I just take that right underneath my cheekbones. I like framing my face. I am a very full lady. I'm a full lady. And I like doing this to kind of give my cheekbones a little bit of definition. And then I'll take a little bit, pull it up on top of my head, pull it down, go back in with my big brush, and kind of fluff it out. And then I take brush number 1, and this, again, you can see how pink this looks on camera. It's super pink in person. If you dig, hey, Tyler, look at him watching me do my makeup. He doesn't get to see this every morning, y'all, because he's still asleep when I wake up and do my makeup in the morning. Don't let him fool you. Takes 1 little tap, and then you have all that product on there. So, just on my cheekbones, right above where I put my bronzer. Just a little bit. I would love for the sun to be shining back in my window again so you could see it. And that is my face. That is all it takes. And normally I'm not talking, so it doesn't take me as long to do that. I usually am a last minute sleeper in the morning. I like my sleep, and I sleep usually until about 6 o'clock, 6:15, and then I go out. Now, I do not have our eyeshadows yet. Mine are coming later, hopefully this week. But lately, I've just been taking a little bit of bronzer and putting it in my eye crease and down on my eyelid, just to give it a little bit of color. I also learned something really smart from Miss Amanda Ferguson, and sometimes we'll take a little bit of my Liquid Sunshine and put it on my lid just to give it a little bit of color. Next thing I go in and do is my mascara. If I'm feeling froggy and I have time, I will curl my lashes. This stuff is amazing, but I want mine to curl up, and they lengthen my eyelashes, but my eyelashes are so tiny that I want my eyelashes to look like Brooke Anderson's. If you know Brooke, and I shared her picture the other week, that's what I want my eyelashes to look like. But God did not bless me in that category. Thank God my children got them from their daddy. So I'm going to pick up my mirror for this, and you get to see the reflection of me on my dining room table. But I do 2 coats. I've seen some ladies do much more than that, but 2 is plenty for me, just to get the kind of eye definition that I want from my mascara. And let that dry a minute so I can show you one eye versus the other, so you can really see the difference in the 2 of them. Even with somebody with short, stubby lashes like myself. And I just don't do the falsies thing. I've tried false lashes, but I just don't have the patience for them at all. So, we get all up in the camera. Mascara, no mascara. And it took me 2 seconds to get it like that. Because again, I'm all about the time. If I could do a full glam face every day, I would. But I would rather sleep, honestly. I'm so ready. I have 18 days of work until it's summer. And then I'm sleeping for like a week. Don't call me because I'm going to be asleep. And then I'm going to be in the pool playing with my babies. Maybe I can convince Tyler to take us to the beach. If he's still on here, y'all put a word in for me. He needs to take us to the beach. My babies are old enough to go play in the sand and really love it. We took them last year and they loved it, but all they wanted to do was eat the sand. This year they'll actually kind of play. I can't wait to get the pool open and then play in it. Don't tempt me with a good time, Samantha. I will be at your house every day. I was at Jennifer's almost every day last year. She tempted me with a good time. She invited me over, and I came over every day and played in that pool. So that's my mascara. Again, if I was feeling froggy and had some extra time, and I'm just putting my blender full back in, it's okay. If you've watched anything or you know anything about me, I'm a sucker for some packaging. Like, you throw some pretty packaging on something and I'm going to buy it. This comes in this cute little case where it can air out. Love it. Next, I'm going in with our Perfect Eyeliner pen. Now, if you can see, it is very, let me do like all the beauty gurus on Facebook do. It is very, very thin. I used to wear eyeliner every day in high school. So I made Tyler drain the water off the top of ours yesterday so we can pull the cover off. But it is green, and I know it's going to take a lot of time and patience, and I just don't have that yet. It's probably going to be before we're out of school, before mine. But I used to wear eyeliner all the time. I lost my love of eyeliner because it was just a pain to put on, and liquid eyeliner and the cat eye was taking over, and I couldn't do it. I pulled this bad boy out when I ordered it like a week and a half ago, and I have worn eyeliner almost every day since then because it is so easy to put on. So I'm going to try and do this where you can see me do it, but I've got to look in this mirror because I can't do this on Facebook. And you see the concentration happen because it would be my luck that I would sneeze live on camera putting eyeliner on. I'm going to wing it out just for y'all. The wing effect also makes me feel like I have longer lashes, so that is why I do that. And there you go. That easy peasy. Look at that. No running. Did not take me long. Now let's do the other side. This is, y'all don't mind all my kids' toys back there. It's just like a toy playhouse around here when you got two and you have two of everything. It becomes a toy playhouse. This is the side I'm going to mess up on. If I mess up. Lord did not make me ambidextrous. Now I try to get as close to my lash line as I can so I don't have too thick of an eyeliner because I am not about the thick. There you go. Do my wings match? Are they sisters or best friends? Or are they twins? Again, easy peasy. I'm all about easy, lemon squeezy. So, last thing I go in is our nude liner. Our enduring lip colors are my favorites. Hey, Nikki. Our enduring lip liners stay as long as our enduring lip colors. Now, I love our enduring lip colors. They can last me all day at work. And once I get to work, I don't stop. Like, I don't have time for touch-ups. When I get a break at work, I'm sitting down and I'm eating or I'm using the bathroom because if you're a teacher, say amen, we get to use the bathroom like twice a day, if that. But I have recently loved lining my whole lip, not just my lip line, because it makes it stay even longer. Now, they just came out with a new packaging of these that sharpens itself, and I can't wait to get my hands on it. Look, Rhonda said amen. She knows. She's a high school teacher, y'all, bless her soul. I started off as elementary loves, and then I went to middle school. And I love my middle schoolers, y'all. Do not get me wrong. But I would cry if I had to go to high school. Cry. Cry, cry, cry. I have light nude, and I want to get, I'm loving bold lips lately. Like, it has been one of my coming outs with Limelight. I have loved bold lips. So I want to get some darker colors. This is just light nude. So it's just enough. This has been my favorite enduring lip color. And the reason why this is Wedding Cake is because it goes on matte, but it has a little bit of shimmer in it. So I don't have to put gloss on over it, because I have found when I put gloss on over it, I feel like I have to reapply gloss. Our gloss is not enduring. It won't last all day. It is gorgeous, but it doesn't last all day, and I'm all about a girl that lasts all day, because, again, I'm up front teaching, and middle schoolers will call you out, y'all, if your makeup's running or your lipstick's gone. They will call you out in a heartbeat. This, I don't have to worry. I have been told I am fire when I wear this, which I now learned means like dope, the word we used in middle school. Dope. You're dope. That's good. Yeah. But Wedding Cake is a really, really, really pretty, deep pinky red, and it has a little bit of shimmer in it, so I love it. So again, I'm in my little mirror, because y'all know I can't put on this computer screen. Not gonna happen. Give that a second to dry, and it would be there all day. Now it goes on a little bit liquidy, because it's in a liquid. It looks like a lip gloss, but when it dries, it's matte, and it will stay all day. And that is my normal. I have finishing spray coming, and I'm so excited about that, because if our makeup lasts all day like it does now, I can't imagine when I put some finishing spray on. Usually, if you are friends with me on Instagram, which you should be, because I'm on there all the time, Courtney Lank, I like boomerangs. I've just learned about those. I love those. I usually do my makeup about 6:30 in the morning, and it's still on there when I get home in the afternoons, and I'm usually home about 4:30 or 5. So that's a good time frame. My eyeliner the other day is what I put on there. Put it on at 7 a.m. I was running a little bit behind that day, and it was 5:30 when I got home, and it was still winged out there, and I have horrible allergies. So that's my normal everyday go-to. If I'm feeling a little bit more froggy, I would do a little bit more eyeliner. I would do a little bit more eyes. I'll be doing more eyes once my palette comes in later this week. But if you have any questions, message me. Bye, ladies.